The Haunted Island, a frog detective story game. Jeff, you used to be a detective, didn't you?
I sure did.
Did you solve that rape? Meet frog detective. Ring ring.
It's me, your supervisor. We have a spooky new case. There is trouble on a nearby island.
Oh no.
The owner of the island is called Martin the Sloth. Martin says he's been hearing ghost noises for the last 2 weeks.
That's too scary. I will not take the case.
Too bad you're taking it, because he's even hired a team of ghost scientists.
Oh, fuck. Paranormal investigators.
And they've been researching these ghost noises for weeks, and they haven't found any evidence of a ghost yet.
Have they been using a Ouija board?
Maybe that's their problem. You need to figure it out, Frog Detective.
That's all the proof I need.
That's good, because the head ghost scientist has been in contact with me. I told them I'd send my best investigator, but Lobster Cop wasn't available. So I'm sending you instead.
I'm a grizzled hard-boiled detective. I've seen the worst that humanity has to offer, so I headed out to the island. It's Shutter Island. I'm Leonardo DiCaprio and I've got mental problems. My wife killed my kids. Spoiler warning.
So, upon arrival, I, the frog, am greeted by the head ghost scientist, Mystery Monkey. Now, what does Mystery Monkey say? I gotta ask Warren Buffett.
I'm a huge fan of your crime blog.
It's mostly just Instagram posts, to be honest.
Do you like my eggs, Benny?
It's like nothing but food, sometimes in front of police tape. Continue on, Mystery Monkey.
Frog Detective, Martin
Yes.
the Sloth is hiding in the forest.
Why?
That's a good question. You should speak to Larry.
Alright then, I will. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit.
And then he takes like 4 shots of vodka and smokes a dozen cigarettes. Frog Detective heads over to Larry. Larry, what do you got to say for yourself? You did it, didn't you? You killed those people.
My name is Larry, and I didn't make the spooky noises or kill the people, I swear.
That's even more suspicious.
Noises are coming from the cave. Stop calling me guilty.
So what are these noises all about then?
We don't know, because the cave entrance is blocked by a boulder.
So someone's clearly trapped inside that cave. We need to help them out.
No, it's a ghost.
Oh.
To get inside, we should make an explosive device and blow it open. All I need to make this explosive device is toothpaste, wool, a bit of gold, and some pasta.
What? And then he goes and talks to another ghost scientist, and that scientist's name is Bernie. Now, Bernie has a plate of pasta with him. Well, that's very dangerous. Don't you know that's used in explosives? My name Bernie, and I took the ghost scientist job thinking that it was code for a secret agent position. I'm really dumb. I didn't read the description at all. But there really are ghost noises coming from the holes in the ground, and all I want to do is be a secret agent and kill foreign people and such. You and me both. And then Bernie says, oh, man, I wish I had a magnifying glass like you, Frog Detective. I could kill so many ants, and then I could look at my penis, and it would look real big, and I could turn it the other way, and it would seem really far in the distance, and kind of blurry. Next me, Frog Detective, I go to the koala. This is a weird fucking island. There's a lot of animals all on this one island. So, the koala is floating in the ocean.
Face down.
Yeah, I can tell by this bloated corpse that he's been dead for over a week. He's in there because he knows that ghosts can't swim. Therefore, the ocean is the safest place to be. Except for all the predators in the ocean.
I've suddenly spotted that the koala is sad. Why are you sad, koala?
I gotta go fast, and I don't have a magnet.
The fuck does that mean? Said Frog Detective, staring at the koala incredulously. Well, you see, the koala wanted to attach a magnet to the back of a boat and go for a ride. Rope would also work. So Frog Detective wanders over to the scientist table and he goes, God damn it, everyone on this island has become brain dead. There is a gas leak and that is the cause of people seeing ghosts as well. But then he says, wait a minute, a magnet. Maybe I can play into their psychosis. I shall take it. Frog Detective then goes and speaks with Noodle the sheep.
I'm bar shedding like bar crazy. Bar.
You're shitting your wool?
Yes, it's caused me to be very self-conscious.
There, Noodle. Here, look, what I'll do is I'll take your extra wool away.
Yes, please. I don't want it. You'll either need to do it with a broom or fire.
What?
You could just burn it. I think burning it's kind of cool.
Here's a jerry can.
The whole island smells like burnt hair. So Frog Detective says I probably won't use Fire. That's dumb.
Why not?
Okay. Next up, I walk to the other side of town, and I meet up with Martin the Sloth. And Martin is the self-proclaimed king of the island. I haven't slept for many days. I'm very tired. And also I'm very nervous because of all the ghosts. And also I've been reading books on ghosts, and I am convinced that that is what the spooky noises are. Do not question me. I am the king. I will have you hung.
What's your logic around this, Martin?
Well, you see, you can't see ghosts. And I ain't seen any ghosts round here, have you?
I haven't.
Well, then it must be fucking ghosts, innit? Ipso facto. So, Frog Detective tries to calm him down. Calm down, King. You are hysterical. You must do some visualization exercises. Here, imagine you are on a beach, surrounded by calming waves, for example, like you are right now. You don't need to do that, Jeff. We're on the beach.
Alright, my bad.
Alright, it works, right? And suddenly Martin is relaxed. I sure would like some gold, says the frog. And Martin says, alright, here is some gold from my crown. Also, I have a friend, and his name is Finley.
It's actually a girl.
Oh, actually, no, she lives on a different island. You wouldn't know her. Finley is a shoo-in to win the big dance competition tomorrow, which is why Martin likes her, for her body.
Damn.
Frog Detective goes, fuck this, I'm off. He continues on to find a broom, and he steals it.
Frog Detective strikes again.
Frog Detective heads back to Noodle the sheep and he goes, look at this. Swish, 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 innit? And I'll collect this wool for later. Now I shall go to Mo the mouse. Uh-oh, he's very shy. He's also very nervous to be talking to Frog Detective.
But I start asking him some hard-hitting questions.
Did you do it?
Oh no, I'm already worn down. I have a crush on Mystery Monkey.
That's pretty fucked up.
But I know that Mystery Monkey is a huge fan of you, Frog Detective, and I don't want to embarrass myself in front of you.
I'm a grown-ass man. I don't have time for this shit. There's no ghosts.
I have dreams of wooing Mystery Monkey with my sick dance moves, but I don't know what sort of dance Mystery Monkey wants me to do. If you can find out what kind of dance she likes, I will give you some mouthwash.
Is this fucking high school? I'm out there solving murders. Last week I discovered a young girl in a barrel. So then he carries on to Orbit the duck. But Orbit is alarmed by the possibility of his small, fragile shells being stepped on. They're so small that he needs a magnifying glass to see them. But if he were to have a large shell, he would no longer need a magnifying glass. So, Frog goes back to the koala, and the frog then gives the magnet that he stole earlier. In return, the koala gives Frog a big shell.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Now that's very useful, because then he can take that to Orbit, right? And then Orbit is going to give Frog Detective his magnifying glass. Then he goes back to Mystery Monkey. Frog Detective asks, hey, what kind of dance do you like? Mystery Monkey says break dancing. So we go and tell Mo the mouse, and then Mo gives us the mouthwash. We spit it back in his face. And then he goes back to Bernie. Why haven't you eaten that pasta? Here's a magnifying glass.
You can take my pasta.
Thank you. Now on to the last ghost scientist. And his name is Mr. Fresh X. I'm on my day off, he says. And Frog Detective questions him,
Why don't you tell me some stuff? Also, here's some mouthwash in return for some toothpaste.
Very cool, very cool. So, Frog Detective now has the wool, the gold, the pasta, the toothpaste. Enough to make an IED. He's got all he needs to blow up the entrance to that cave. So, Frog Detective goes back to Larry, right? Hello, Larry.
It's me, Larry. Are we going to make the dynamite? I'm really excited about that.
Okay. All right, yeah. Well, here's the ingredient.
Awesome, thanks. I'm going to go blow up the entrance. You want to come with, or am I going to do it solo?
I guess I'll go.
Yeah, sick. Sweet. All right. So we go and we blow up the entrance.
The force of the explosion throws the two of them back, and he's bleeding from the eardrums. But Frog Detective goes, no, I shall go into the cave alone. And Larry says, what? And Frog Detective, he just marches on ahead. So, Frog Detective suddenly hears eerie noises echoing through the cave. That's just the tinnitus. Further inside, there is a terrifying creature, and it's flailing its arms. Boogity 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 boogity. Frog Detective approaches the creature in a defensive karate pose.
Who are you?
My name is Finley.
Oh, the lady with the dancing. Okay, what are you doing in the cave?
I've been practicing my dance moves in here for the last 2 weeks, which means that I started practicing at the exact same time the ghost noises began.
How did you lock yourself in? What did you eat for the last 2 weeks? Have you been missing for the last 2 weeks?
Yeah, I have. And honestly, I was so busy dancing, I didn't even notice that the thing had fallen in. I've just been eating plants off the ground.
The irony is, if I hadn't bloody shown up, you would be a ghost. Well, this mystery's fucking solved. Finley then hits the button on the music box, and a distorted echo comes through the cave. So it turns out there's all these holes in the cave, right? And they go through tubes, and then they come out of other holes on the island, so it's like talking through a PVC pipe. So, case solved. She did it. This one's going in the blog. And the game ends with all of the characters dancing.
Dance time. That's it. That's the whole game.
Question.
Sure.
What's the lobster doing? Why is he so busy?
Lobster cop. Not specific, he's just busy. Yeah, he's got more important things to do, I guess, yeah.
Right. How did she survive for 2 weeks in a cave?
She ate plants from the cave.
Oh, that kind of makes sense. I'm gonna be honest, this game has the most logical consistency of any game that we've played so far. I'm trying to find plot holes, and actually it's kind of yeah, I suppose that makes sense. Like, the king's a bit of a retard, okay.
He's a sloth. They always are.
And all the ghost scientists are afraid of the main object of their occupation.
Well, some of them think they're here to be a secret agent, though, so...
Exactly, so that explains some of it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to the sequel, which is...
Frog Detective 2, The Case of the Invisible Wizard. You know what? I also like that they've written down here that it's a short game. They're not trying to front.
This is like a really good kids game. What do you think, Warren Buffett? The Warren Buffett?
Did you buy stocks in Frog Detective?
Mate, I didn't like this one.
What the fuck?
I pulled my stocks out of it when I was done.
Who did you think was the killer?
I thought it was the koala. It's a bit suspicious. He's floating out in the water.
It does make sense that it was the koala because he's like washing off all of the DNA.
Yeah.
And what's he doing out on the island? The Australian koala.
Foreigners in it. I
Yeah,
can read your
exactly.
subtext. We need to build a wall to keep the koalas out.